What up, fuckos? And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
And I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
I'm just excited for this 3,000 mile apart podcast that we're trying to pull off right now.
Right, coast to coast. FB and the Goob are coast to coast, ladies and gentlemen.
Coast to coast, baby.
From you from California, FB.
From South Central PA, baby.
The Goob. Man, that's our first time coast to coast. Who would ever thought we'd be coast to coast on a podcast? I know, I'm like, and it's weird because I'm like, do I look at the camera? Do I just look at you? Because usually I just look at you.
Right.
You're here.
Right. I'm not there this time.
I don't know. It's different when I'm doing it this way because I don't see. If I look at you and I look back at myself, I'm literally looking the wrong fucking way. But it works when I do. Let's just do this. You look at me. No, the other way. No, turn the other way. Turn the other way. There you go. Look at you. And we'll do the podcast like this.
Sounds good, man.
It's me. It's like we're talking to each other.
Might not be good for volume if we face the wrong direction.
That might not work. No, that might be bad. But you know, coast to coast. Let's do it. You ready?
Yep. No, I've had a great time out here. I got all my Italian food on, my cheesesteaks, my slices of pizza with the grease dripping down the elbow.
Nice, man. The grease to the elbow pizza.
So nice. Yeah. Yep. Saw some good friends. Got to cook dinner for my parents.
Always good.
Everything's good, man. And the stars out here. There's just so many stars that you don't see in California. It was bright.
And stars. And you also have those beautiful little bugs.
Oh yeah, our lightning bugs.
Truly, man. I love lightning bugs.
They're amazing. I can't believe they're not in California, to be honest with you. California has everything, but no lightning bugs.
Well, I mean, we don't have lightning bugs, but we got LeBron James.
I guess California right now does have LeBron James. And he would be considered a star, I suppose.
He would be considered a star. So if if he's got stars, we got stars too.
All right, yeah. And well, that leads us into our fucked up thing right away. Have you heard?
What's that about LeBron James?
I guess it's Panini baseball or basketball cards made this really expensive set. Okay. 10 cards for $15K, which leads me to believe that kids aren't quite as involved as they used to be in card collecting.
No, not if.
So anyway, LeBron's got his card sold for $2.4 million.
Hold on.
After being on the market for I don't know, like 9 months or something.
We should have discussed this part. Oh, wait a minute. The package is worth $15,000 for a pack of how many?
You remember I used to buy little boxes of baseball cards, usually get like 30 packs or something.
I remember,
for $15.
Certainly. I remember that very well, yes. For now it's $30 for all those.
So now it's $15K for 10 cards. What they do is they take the logos off the jerseys, the game worn jerseys.
Oh, okay.
And they put it on the back of the cards, and but I guess they only made one of the LeBron. So LeBron's got a Cavaliers, Lakers, and a Miami Heat with the NBA logo thing. And they made one of them. They made one of these cards.
Let me write that down real fast because you said $2.4 million.
$2.4 million for a card that was just made a few months ago.
I mean, for us, think about that.
There's no Bitcoin in there. There's no gold. It's just a card.
Wagner had to be dead for 20-some thousand years.
He still holds the record.
Every grandma had to throw away all his cards, except
for him to be worth anything. Yes,
for them to be worth anything. I don't.
Right, and 3 of them are wrapped in rubber bands, so they're not worth anything.
And there's only one.
Only one. So Drake, that Canadian rapper Drake, right?
Yeah.
That idiot spent $200,000 looking for the one LeBron James card. He did not get it. Thank God.
He spent $200,000 looking for the card. Is he the one who paid $2.4 million for it?
He is not.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who paid for it. That would
be $2.6 million.
Right.
That
He just
card,
spent, yeah, he spent way too much money.
in Drake's mind, that card's worth 2.6.
For sure.
I mean, so if they got it at two, who got the card?
There was a little consortium down in North Carolina. Three guys got into it. They each threw in $5,000. They hit the jackpot.
One pack.
Yeah, they did. They bought one box, 10 cards, and they nailed it.
Nice.
So,
I know.
So,
I know people that still buy the packs from the '89, whatever, the Jordan. And
oh yeah.
That's an unveiling if you pull a Jordan out of that son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
If I get bored, I'll walk into one of those, comic shops or whatever and be like, you have any old baseball cards left over? And I'll throw, $10 down on something. But
if it's a pack I can open and relive my life.
Right.
2.4
so anyway,
2.4 million. That's fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
That's so stupid. That card is worth more than any other card in existence then.
Yeah, I think the Honus Wagner card did sell for
4 million, right? But I mean,
something.
But we've already discussed that Grandma had to throw all the rest of them away, and he had to be dead for hundreds of years for his card to be worth $4 million. I mean, there's a story behind that.
Exactly. I mean, it's almost it's a piece of history. It's kind of like the cathedral in Rome and all that stuff. Like, it's been around for a while, and now it's amazing. It wasn't cool 1 year after they made it.
Just when you thought there was no other reason to hate LeBron James.
Oh, add this one to the list.
Yeah, add another one to the fucking list.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, right? I mean, he should stop. I mean, I don't know. He's not on good terms with most of basketball right now.
No, it shocks me and appalls me. That's what it does.
Yeah, the Lakers shock and appall me. Yeah, it's fun.
They do. Yeah, so that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, actually, you know what? That's just fucked up. But let's just get to this week in sports. Let's just get to this week in sports. We're a sports show.
Moving on.
We're not a LeBron James talk about show. I mean,
we could be a LeBron James hating show.
I think we've proved that over the last 4 months that we have.
Totally fair.
Yeah, I think we've proved that. So a lot of things did happen in real sports.
Yeah, we have some news of the week. Stanley Cup, that's now over,
and we called it.
Congrats to the we called it Colorado Avalanche.
Congrats to the Avalanche. Good for you.
Yes, they dethroned the two-time defending champ Tampa Bay. Cole Maker, Conn Smythe Award winner for best player in the playoffs.
Nice.
It doesn't happen to a defenseman very often, but they've been comparing this guy to Bobby Orr. So apparently he's got some skills.
It's a good comparison.
Yes. So, congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche. Their third Stanley Cup in history. Not the Penguins yet.
Not the Penguins yet, no, but still.
Yeah.
Go Colorado Avalanche.
Yep. Exactly.
And now we will wait for hockey to start again.
Yeah, right now, for me, it's just waiting to see if Letang and Malkin get re-signed by the Penguins. So that'll be that's my drama for the next couple months in hockey.
I got to a playoffs next year, I think. Hoping the Rangers.
Yeah, you have a young team. I don't think you have to make many moves. You just have to get more mature, better overall. Right. Maybe a new goalie. Actually, Sherskin's pretty good. You should be fine.
But yeah, so we're young. And Serena Williams, not so much anymore.
She, after her 3-hour match at Wimbledon today, you can tell she had not played in 54 weeks.
Right.
But excellent match. It was good to see her back on the grass in Wimbledon. She did. She lost to a French unranked player, but they battled it out. It was a
good, huge win. Huge win for the French girl. You know what I mean? Let's not forget about her.
You know what? She had a little 10-year-old girl there that was obviously her daughter, and this is the happiest this girl has ever been. Mommy beat Serena Williams.
Oh.
So memories were made today, and Serena got her standing ovation, and everyone still loves Serena.
Sure.
But it's over now.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, she's getting up there to be playing.
Sprained ankle put her out for a year, so.
Yeah,
Might be time maybe.
Unless you go the Barry Bonds route where you inject yourself with as much as you can. the heel fest. Right. Yeah, I don't think. Hey, let's just say she's the greatest women's tennis player of all time. And she has.
I don't even think Martina or Chris Everett would argue with that.
No. Steffi Graf would not turn her nose up to that. She would just leave it.
Tip her little cap.
Tip her little cap and move on. Andre Agassi would tip his cap. He'd be like, yep.
His neon green.
Yeah,
his neon
better than me.
Flowing locks.
Flowing locks. You are way better than me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So good for Serena.
Yeah, that happened. There was a College World Series. I don't know if anyone was paying attention to that.
I paid attention to some of the games throughout the month. I didn't.
The college baseball players just don't get as much pub as college basketball and all that other stuff.
No,
but
then baseball doesn't either. So
that's true. It is the most boring sport.
It is the most boring sport. So.
No holograms or ball pits yet in that. So
no.
But Old Mississippi, Ole Miss, the Running Rebs, last team to get in the College World Series and last one standing.
Really? Nice. I love it when it's the last team in, last one standing thing.
It's kind of like Toledo winning the March Madness.
Really? That's
so nice job by Ole Miss to come out of nowhere and kind of.
Good job, Ole Miss.
Good for them on that.
That's a win there. For sure.
That is a win there. I heard there was maybe a loss somewhere else though for the Running Rebs.
Yeah, well, if you go by family and where they went, Ole Miss definitely lost this week.
Right. So we had an announcement from the best college quarterback to come into college for a long time.
A long time. I mean, I know we talked about Trevor as a long time rated #1 high school, #1 this, but
right. This kid was talked about just as much as Trevor Lawrence, probably.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, Arch Manning was probably talked about.
Arch Manning.
Probably talked way more about than Trevor Lawrence as just is he possibly going to be another Manning? So. Right.
So Texas is the big winner there.
Shout out to Texas.
University of Texas Longhorns.
Hats off to Texas, man.
Oh, man.
Hats off to the FB and Goob show for
we called that, didn't we?
We're calling Texas and saying Texas and actually pleading that Texas actually.
As long as Alabama and Georgia didn't get them.
Didn't get them. I actually prayed for several nights that Alabama and Georgia would not get them, and they didn't. So
they didn't.
And Texas got him. I think Texas will. I think that's going to help Texas in so many ways, from recruiting to.
Oh, how many good receivers they're going to get the next 2 years? Forget about it. Or what's the Texas lingo for forget about it? I'm not sure.
Y'all don't worry about it. We gonna get y'all. It coming this way now, boys. Something like that. Something to those. I mean, I don't want to go too Tex Schramm on anybody, but I'm just saying. We gonna be getting them all.
Go too Tex Schramm on people.
No, I don't want to. No, but no, I think they're gonna get them all. I think the transfer portal will open up for Texas. I think receivers that are sitting on benches who are sophomores going, I'll go to Texas.
I bet that Addison kid that went to USC wished he waited one more month. Right. I would have went to Texas.
I would have went to Texas and gotten Arch Manning thrown to me. Just the fact that Peyton's going to be there and Eli's going to show up and be on the field and all the stuff that's going to come
Grandpa Archie's going to be there.
Archie's going to show up probably. Well, he'll probably just be there all the time. Oh my God. Yeah, Texas is going to be just balling.
Yeah, I never root for Texas, but at least it's not Alabama.
Oh, I hope Texas gets their ass kicked. I'm really happy for Texas getting Arch Manning. He wasn't in the Buckeyes' eye. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to the Buckeyes.
So. Hey, he's a kid from the South. He was going to stay in the South.
He was going to stay in the South.
Yeah.
You know what? I think, well, they all stayed in the general area.
Seems like it.
Yeah, nobody went crazy and went to LA. Archie wasn't letting that happen. You know what I mean? You're not going to UCLA, not going to USC. You know what I mean?
So that's settled. So
that's a good settle. I feel settled on that.
That's good.
Yeah, what is
And then-
not settled is baseball, because we got months and months of that to go. That's good.
We're this close to the halfway point. We can start doing some MVP picks and Cy Young picks, but we're not quite ready for that yet.
No, we're close. We're what, 74, about 75 games in.
Yeah, we're in the
So
70s.
We're 6 or 7 away from halfway. So
Yeah, but
next week, let's do an MVP. We'll
do a little top 3 for each league.
Yeah, for baseball.
But yeah,
Well,
70 games in, and what you said, the Yankees finally lost 20 games after
they had a bad 10. They went 6-4 in this 10, and now they finally are 54-20. Finally have lost 20 games. I mean,
but no injuries. All their pitchers are killing it. Looks like the Yankees' year unless someone else steps up.
The next best team is 27 losses. And that's in
Right.
every division.
They're the Mets. They're the Mets, and the Mets don't scare anybody.
Well, no, but the Mets are 27, the Astros are 27, the Dodgers are 27. Like every other team has lost 27 games. And the Yankees,
right. Oh yeah, 27 losses. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Houston's won a bunch in a row, right? They're just
Houston took past the Angels, or no, yeah, and now they're gone.
that division's over.
Even the Rangers are ahead of the Angels now by a game. So Angels they're in third place now.
Right? It's the Texas Arch Manning factor. They automatically better than
Here
the
they
Angels.
come, man. You know, I get one good player in one fucking sport now. Bigger in Texas. So yeah, so now Houston's back up. They're 45-27. They're 7-3 in the last 10. Houston's doing well. Centrals again, man. I told you my favorite divisions are the Central, because in both of them it's like a game, a half a game. In the AL Central, it's just tied. It's
just tied.
42, or it's no, not in the NL Central. It's a half game. It's just Brewers, Cardinals. Who's got? I know, you know, for me, it's Cardinals have so much more tradition and so much more in baseball. But right now, even basically.
All right. Well, so we're gonna have some races at the end, at least in the Centrals.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's it. If you look at the rest of the divisions, other than the NL West,
which is still pretty close.
It's 3 teams still. Because if you go to the other divisions, you start to get 11 and 12 and 13.
A couple teams back, yeah.
Oh shit, you know, we might be out of it now. You know what I mean? You know, the teams that the Dodgers start looking for closers for, since they lost the one kid to the ACL tear this week, and Trimble's running a 4.74 ERA. And,
right. They're just hoping Oakland. They're hoping the A's have a reliever since they're the worst team in baseball now.
Well, the A's, man, that's scandalous. That's suspectable, or sussy, as they say today, because even the MLB said, yeah, we won't fine you if you move to Vegas. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
they're like, if you want to get out, just get out.
Just get out. You know what I mean? With that, the MLB said they want a team in that area. California is lined with teams from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? So if you
right, we got tons of teams.
Yeah, if you put one of those teams, you'd put them in between Arizona. So you know what I mean? Or there would be a little team in that area. So yeah, I don't think MLB cares. They got fans there. Vegas is a great place to put a team. Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. So far, the Raiders and the Golden Knights.
Yes, sir.
Knights, they're doing fabulous.
Right. They run hockey like a like an old London like dinner show, but hey, seems to be working for them.
Seems to be working. They're packed. They're sold out. Who cares?
Yep,
they're making their money. That's all that matters in this whole deal. So yeah, so if you go down, it's only a game and a half from the Padres and the Dodgers. Dodgers lost today, I believe. You probably got a Giants score running in the background somewhere.
Yeah, it's 4-3, bottom of the 8th. Giants up by 1.
On the Tigers, right?
On the Tigers, yeah. So we can move back to 5 games, which would be 5 sounds way better than 6 for some reason.
It does. Well, yeah, like I said, if you look at the other divisions, you see 12 and 13 when you get to the third place team. Unless you're in the Yankees division. Then the second place team is that 11 game, 12 game. So, but even in that Mets division, that has changed. That used to be a 10 game. That's only 5 now from the Braves and Mets. That's the that's the one that we saw earlier not really mattering. You know what I mean? It didn't matter as much.
Because the Mets were up by so many.
Yeah, you know, and now it's only 5 now, but I'm okay with 5. You should be okay with 5 too. I mean,
yeah, Braves are within 4 games, it looks like.
Yeah, see, 4 games. Braves aren't scared.
Right.
You know,
Phillies have a winning record now. So.
And the Mets lost that pitcher too. He's going to be a while to come back too. So,
or Scherzer or the other one?
The other one.
Right, Syndergaard or
so
one of those guys.
The Mets should be the nervous team.
They are. They're going to make a lot of Mets fans mad. They were so good in the beginning.
They were, and the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants. They're going to play to the last game of the year. They did last year. I mean,
they did to the very last day.
Yeah. So, and you know, the Dodgers, they win against that Chad Klune this week, first complete shutout since 2016, complete game shutout. So Dodgers, they've gone against some pretty.
Thank you, that guy.
Yeah, they had a tough week. So
take all the help I can get.
Awesome for that guy, right? I mean, shooting out that first complete shutout since 2016 against my beautiful Dodgers in blue. So. But we lost it there, but you don't mind that loss. I don't mind that loss, being a part of that. That's great. That's, you know, good for
if someone's going to kill it and set like some sort of record or something, yeah, why not?
I'm fine with that.
The draft was this week.
Huh?
The draft was this week. NBA draft.
The NBA draft was this week. Did you want to, who's leading and what's the home run stolen base before? Let's finish. Let's get
okay, well. Aaron Judge did not have a great week.
Okay.
Ended last week with 27. He only had 1 this week. So he's at 28.
28. That's still a lot of home runs halfway through the fucking
season. Yeah, right. He's on pace for about 60.
60.
Yeah. Good year. Look out, Marison Mantle.
Right. Yeah. Now don't look out drug addicts, but definitely look out for the guys who played baseball, like, you know,
baseball. Right. Back when they were just popping greenies instead of HGH.
Right.
No difference.
HGH. I don't know. I've heard a lot about HGH. It's really tough to I think he could do HGH because I don't know if you know how much human growth hormones he started with.
I mean, he's 6'8", ripped 240.
This guy's a giant. So what did he start with? What are you basing it on?
Right.
Do you know what he had? I mean,
it's all head size. It's all head size.
A little bit, you know, at a time, you know. I mean, and not.
If he orders a new hat, then he's in trouble.
Then he's in trouble, right? If he ever gets 73 home runs,
we checking some stuff out.
We're checking this guy out. We'll give you a 60 some. 60s we're cool with, but you get the 70. How with that? Okay, so 28. What's our stolen base?
That John Bertie guy from the Marlins has stolen 22 in a row without getting caught. Yeah, so our schoolyard.
Wait a minute, what happened to down by the schoolyard?
Our schoolyard boys, Juan and Julio, are still stuck at like 21 and 20. But Bertie's got the lead now.
Well, Jorge and Julio are stuck at 20 and 21.
Yeah.
And this other dude jumped into the lead.
Yes, he has. I know, I like it.
Man. We need somebody to keep up with Judge, so it doesn't matter. Somebody needs to steal bases.
Exactly. So we're a little bit closer in stolen bases this week than we were last week. We're only 6 down instead of 8, I think.
Right. So 7 a little slump by Judge, which can happen at any time.
Sure, he pulls a hammy, breaks a thumb like Bryce Harper. Sorry, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, he's got to have surgery, so.
Yeah, he's out. He's out for a while. That's bad for Phillies fans.
It is bad for Phillies fans. And the rest of baseball doesn't give a shit. But, I mean, that is bad for Phillies fans.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that this week being in Pennsylvania. They were like, oh, did you hear the whole Bryce Harper thing? And I went, you should have traded him to the Giants for a manager when I gave you that chance.
That's right. They gave you a chance. Hey, we should save Bryce Harper, man. It's too late. He's injured now. Yeah. Whatever. So we had draft this week, and can I pronounce his name? I can, right? Can you pronounce his name? With the first round pick.
Yeah, kind of a surprise. Kind of a surprise number 1, Paulo Banchero.
I heard that like 3 and 4 were thinking they were actually getting a chance to get Paulo.
Right? Yeah, the Rockets. Well, Rockets ended up with.
Nope.
So yeah, kind of a shock there. You know what I mean? Him going number one. I guess he's probably the safest out of the top 3 picks. You know, maybe Jabari Smith can't guard as well, and maybe Chet Holmgren's too skinny. So I can see why it's kind of the safer pick because you know this kid Paolo is going to score.
Yeah, I've heard that about too many Duke players, and I don't know any of them that are worth a shit in the NBA right now.
Oh, Kyrie's worthless. I guess the Lakers were trying to get him, but no deal.
I saw something on Twitter. I tweeted right back. FB, hashtag FB. No. No, don't want that guy. I don't want that guy at all. I let him go.
Oh yeah, the Knicks. Speaking of the Knicks.
I can't believe I sat here and give you so much shit about the Pistons, and then the Knicks just gave everything to the Pistons. I don't even get it. I don't. Like, you give us a blowjob or something? What happened in the last week and a half that we love the Pistons so much? Here, first of all, go ahead and take this guy. We got in the draft somehow after we traded our pick away to the first and fucking pick, and you were involved, and I don't even understand any of it. As a Knicks fan goes, no, I don't know what happened. All I know, we want Brunson.
Yeah, well, it's easy to explain. You guys wanted to get rid of all your salary. Pistons had a lot of room underneath the cap. We still need one. We need 1 year to develop. Still, all our young kids, which we had a great draft.
All you got is young kids, except for Noel and Burks now.
Right, whatever. And Kemba, but we're gonna buy him out too.
Oh, cut him.
Yeah, he won't play for us.
No.
So no, yeah, it was amazing how we gave you like 4 second-round picks, then you gave us those picks back to take other players. It was the only trade in history. Is it the only trade in history where like one team gave up 5 things, 2 players, 2 picks, and a bunch of money, and received like a high five in return? You were like, thanks.
We all ran. I don't know.
It's shocking.
For somebody, honestly, if you had asked me during the playoffs when we were watching the Mavericks, you would have said, "What do you think of that Brunson kid?" I would have went, "Who?"
He's all right.
Yeah.
Seems like a candidate for 6th player of the year.
Yeah, he seems okay. I mean, have you seen that Luka kid? I mean, are you not paying attention to the other kid? I mean, that's what I would have said. I would have been like, who? Because that one, the Luka kid, he's insane.
Right. So yeah, Luka got hurt. Brunson scored 30 points twice, and now the Knicks are enamored with him, hiring his father as a player consultant, and his grandfather as a guy that watched the game next to Spike Lee or whatever they're doing. Maybe they're going to use all this money and extra cap space and go kidnap John Morant.
Maybe Brunson's kind of a bully and he can go get John Morant.
Yeah, right. Brunson's just going to go kidnap him.
Yeah, as a Knicks fan, I have no clue what's going on. I've heard that the kid from the Spurs, Murray,
Dejounte Murray would be a nice pickup for you guys.
That is another
It's an option
in the radar.
Okay.
Even with Brunson, we're like Brunson and him.
Okay.
Or Brunson and Mitchell from the Jazz.
Now we're talking. We could somehow pry Mitchell away from Utah.
Well, yeah. Well, we've dropped all the money and gave away all those 2nd-round picks, and I thought we were okay in the cap space. So why we gave away so much money and so much? I mean,
draft capital, players, everything.
Everything.
No, yeah, the Knicks are very confusing right now.
So it can't just be for one player. It can't be for one player. If it's for one fucking player, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? What the hell are we doing? I know who we saving. I know, God damn it, because this is confusion. Just too much of it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they better make something magical out of this. Because is
there a light at the end of the tunnel for
they did nothing in the draft. They did not a fucking thing in the draft. 4 days later, they gave you 2 players, they gave you 2 picks, and they gave you money. Nothing in the draft. Just gave this other team a bunch of shit. What are you gonna do tomorrow? Nothing. What? Nothing. Are you gonna sign that? The Mavericks, who had that Brunson kid, said 5 years, 22, and the Knicks said 5 years or 4 years, 110. I did the math on that. That's way more.
Right.
Than
it's an extra $7 million per year almost.
A year. That's how much that kid is worth to the Knicks, more than.
Right. And I mean, honestly, he still has a 5th-year option. So if Dallas doesn't want him to leave, they just pick up the 5th-year option, and the Knicks have to wait another year to chase him too. So.
Oh, I am completely lost. And for the Pistons, we got John Moran Jr. We got. Well, go ahead. Just I don't want you talk about your team.
Well, I mean, we picked up a couple explosive athletes in the draft. We had 1 draft pick, and somehow we ended up with 2 lottery picks: Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and then 6-year players, and more second-round picks than we had to begin with. So yeah, no, I don't understand how the Pistons did it, but if they're going to be in the running for, organization of the year, then the Knicks are going to be in the running for the exact opposite award. If nothing changes, which it may.
If nothing changes, this will be one of the hottest years of being a Knicks fan.
You've heard of the summer of love. This will be just the summer of some sort of hilariousness.
The summer FB became a Pistons fan.
Right? Something like that.
I have a hard time picking another team because I really don't like any other team. You know what I mean? So it's been a Knicks fan for a while, And when I think about being another basketball player team, there's too much that I've hated about all those teams forever. So I'd have to be like a Hornets fan just because Michael Jordan was the owner. It's like the only thing I can hold on to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, the reason I like basketball anymore is because I was a Michael Jordan fan so much. I'd be a Hornets fan.
Right, so I like the Hornets. Go LaMelo.
Go, yeah, right. Go, yeah. That's a horrible idea. Jesus Christ. So listen.
Yeah, man.
Over. Basketball is over. In the Pistons' favor at this present moment of time, with the net being the Goob. But I don't give a fuck about basketball, man.
No, it's over for a while.
It's over for a while.
It's always football season.
It's always football season anywhere in our life. Listen, Robert Tanyan's going to start week 1. Tanyan's back week 1. That's what they say. Tanyan's back week 1. And I read a little article said that that Romeo Dobbs might be like the one of the steals in the draft. And
you know what?
If
he's better than my boy Danny Gray in the 3rd round, then he will be a steal, and I'll be mad.
I was excited to actually read anything that said anything the Packers did at wide receiver was a steal. So I really was excited about that. So
nice. And he's going to get some PT because he traded everybody else away.
Oh yeah, he's going to get time. He's going to get plenty of time, I believe. I told you that they said a couple of the players in through the OTAs and some of the things, you watch the little blurbs on the players, and they said he looked very polished as a rookie. So I mean, okay, I'll take that. I'll take any of that. So that
was he a 4-year guy or?
And Nevada,
did he come out early?
No, he might have been a 4-year kid in Nevada. Yeah.
Or maybe a redshirt junior or something.
Yeah, Watson might have been a 3-year kid out of North Dakota State, but I bet you any money Dobbs is a 4-year kid. That's where the polish comes in.
Right.
Just that extra year of wisdom, little maturity. You know what I mean? It's funny how a little bit of maturity will make you polished. You know what I mean?
Right. If anyone can get him to the playoffs to lose to the Niners, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Fucking A. That's what he does.
Fucking A right, bro.
Fucking A right. Speaking of polished but bad decision, Terry McLaurin, what the fuck is he doing? Why just hold out and leave? Get the fuck
out of that place. Just play one more year. Maybe he really likes the Commander's nickname. He was like, you know what? I want to be a commander. Sounds awesome. I command stuff.
Wait till he gets a ball thrown to a fucking quarterback from North Dakota State. Then he'll go, I should have fucking left this motherfucker.
I feel like that's a backhanded Trey Lance jab, but
that was a tiny backhanded Trey Lance jab. Yes, but let's wait till Terry finds out the truth. and goes,
Right.
what the fuck?
Carson Wentz is
making.
colorblind.
Colorblind, and he makes nothing but bad decisions. And that to
Right.
me is unbelievable. Can't even, holy shit. Where'd he come from? The North Dakota State. Motherfucker.
Turnover machine, that guy.
Turnover machine, that guy. So yeah, Terry, good for Terry McLaurin for staying, I guess, with your team. I mean,
biggest wide receiver signing bonus ever, 28 million. He got the suitcase.
I did. He reached under the table, took the suitcase, walked away. He got the cash.
He did. He got the cash.
The thing that doesn't go against the salary thing, you know.
Right.
Cash.
Yeah. No, it's hard to walk away from that suitcase, man. They walk up and hand you that suitcase full of cash. You're like, I'll be a commander. I'll be a commander.
I mean, actually, he only went 3 years. So I think what I read is that I think he's 29 when he tells the Commanders to go fuck themselves.
Fair enough.
And
he's still one nice contract after that.
Yeah, he has another 5-year, $120 some odd million contract by then. I mean, 3 years.
As long as he stays healthy.
3 years from now, unless they realize that we overpay these guys and they start to negotiate this back to normal, his contract could be $5 million, 5 years, $20 million.
His next contract, there'll be like 3 different running backs in the backfield. We'll stop throwing the ball together.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, now no one wants you anymore, Terry. We're a running league now.
There's too many of you people. We've flooded the market with receivers. There's 100 coming out of the draft. The first 32 picks this year in the draft were all wide receivers, Terry.
All from Ohio State, too,
all
apparently.
All from Ohio State. They all came out at one fucking time. Alabama, Ohio State, and Baylor. They had, who the fuck knew? Oh, no, sorry. 3 years from now, Texas had 7 first-round wide receivers. Ohio State had 8. Alabama had 8. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's all cyclical. It'll come back around to running backs and linemen and stuff.
Right.
Can't go.
It should be linemen and defensive line and quarterbacks.
Indeed.
Instead of the Packers being at 22 and realizing that the first 19 receivers had already been taken and said, we'll take Quay Walker. Best move we ever made.
Right? I made fun of it, but it seems like it might turn out okay.
Might turn out okay as much as you wanted to make fun of it.
I don't like it, but
too. I don't like it either. You know who doesn't like it? Cleveland fans don't like it. Cleveland fans don't like anything about being a Cleveland Brown fan.
Nope. They wish they were in Detroit right now. That's how bad they're doing.
That's it. Most Cleveland fans are getting U-Hauls and moving to Detroit. How bad their fucking life is. Because that's the only way to actually be a Detroit Lion fan is to get into the heart of Detroit and just move there.
Yeah. So, Watson will be suspended the whole year, right? Baker doesn't want to play there anymore. Jacoby Brissett.
Watson could be more than a year.
You think? That'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting. Well, if, it might be 35 by the time this all ends. Like 45 people might have come out and said he raped them. I don't mean rape. But
can I get in on that? I believe he looked at me weird once. I don't think I like that. Can I get in on one lawsuit?
Yeah, it should be a lawsuit. An eyeing, you felt raped after that. I mean,
FB and the Goob need a piece of this action.
Right, we need a little small piece of it to get a new set. That's all we want.
That's it.
You could buy us out right now, Deshaun.
Right now. Throw us 10K. We're good.
27,000. That's all we need.
I forgot about inflation. Yeah, 27. That'll work.
27. We need cameras and we got to pay the tech guy for a year because we have no clue.
Some blue screens. We could have pictures of Cleveland behind us when we make fun of it.
Baker Mayfield for being the starting quarterback.
Baker Manziel.
He said he's done, but I listen. I said it. I'll say it again. I don't think I've said it on the show, so this is the first time on the show. But if you offer Baker 1 year, $50 million,
which sounds absurd, but I'll listen to you. I'll hear you out.
If you offer him 1 year, $50 million, Baker Mayfield will play for your team, the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
And they should get used to it because they're only paying him, the Deshaun guy, $1 million this year, and they have to start paying him like $50 million next year. So
something like that.
It'd be all right. So you're just like a practice run.
All right, practice run for paying
Practice
your
run for
quarterback way too much.
Way too much. Just start now, because the only way Baker Mayfield would ever play for Cleveland again is for $50 million for 1 year.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem too happy with Cleveland.
He said that it's over.
He's like, if they call me, I'm not picking up.
He's not picking up. He's blocked all their numbers. He's moved on. He's not coming back.
Right. FB's been making fun of Cleveland this whole time. I don't like it. I'm out of here.
He's not coming back. That's what he said. Unless you offered him $50 million. Maybe back. Yeah, I mean, good for the Pistons.
Good for the Pistons.
I don't hate you guys. I hate the Knicks. I'm taking out my hatred for the Knicks on your Piston fancip. For no reason.
I got like a either a FanDuel or Vegas parlay of the millennium.
Do it.
We're gonna take Detroit Pistons in 2026 to win the NBA championship and parlay that with USA Soccer to win the World Cup. We throw a couple of G's down on that, we could probably be millionaires, and it could happen. I'm telling you, things are looking up.
USA Soccer's looking up.
Yeah, they're under 20. Yeah, I mean, the World Cup's going to be mostly in the United States, you know, some Mexico, some Canada. Our under 20 team is wrecking shop right now in the CONCACAF under 20s. Right. So yeah, no, we got some talent. USA all the way, baby.
The 2026 Detroit championship, USA. You know what? As many times as we've been right so far in this tiny show, I might put money on that bet.
That's right.
From Arch Manning to the Avalanche to
we're on a roll.
78% of the first round in the draft. We were pretty goddamn close. So yeah,
that's a good percentage.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm not against that, and I'll put $100 on that. Jesus Christ, it's not that big.
Sure. I mean, you probably pay out like $100, probably get 200,000 out of that because no one's picking that stuff. Yeah, not right now anyway. If we wait till 2025 to do it, then it might be worse odds. But we do it right now. The odds will be way different. Yeah, we got to do the odds now. If you want to make the money, we should do it now. Put the odds down. I'm in. I'm absolutely. For sure. No, I'm in. Let's do that. We should do that for fun. I mean, the way the way the East is going, because it was supposed to be Philly, but Philly made a lot of bad moves. The Nets are non-existent. The other teams are just a bunch of blue-collar teams. Miami's old. Yeah, the Pistons, after this week, made the biggest push to be one of the next big teams in the East. That's right. So I like it. So since the Pistons did that, I think as my new favorite segment goes, save a player, I think it's truly time to just save RJ Barrett, man. He's young. I mean, imagine what he's thinking right now. Just like, what is going on? So as much as I hate to say it, and as much as I love my beloved Knicks, I see for the first time the Knicks have somebody that actually could be a talent. And instead of adding more talent around him, they subtracted, gave away a bunch of picks, and are going for somebody who he was a second round pick, Brunson. Yeah. I don't know what 27 million for 4 is. I don't get it. Now, if you brought in Donovan Mitchell, like I said, or you did this, I understand now. Or the Murray kid, I understand again. But if you do nothing from this point on, but Brunson, I think RJ would be a very. We got to get RJ out of there. I mean, I don't know where you send him. Well, where do you send RJ Barrett? The Knicks call. The Knicks. Well, we can ruin the Knicks completely and send RJ to Philly, and then you guys can have Harden. Oh no, I want to save a player, but I don't want to shoot myself. I don't want to actually destroy the franchise forever. No. I mean, I don't want grandma. No, I don't want Stoudemire to show up to my team. Oh shit, Stoudemire, that might be okay. Here's $100 million. Crack. Shit, crack. He doesn't have a leg. No, man. I want to send Stoudemire to where I wanted Stoudemire. No, that was miserable. You know what? You know where RJ Barrett needs to go? He needs to go to LA. Send him to LA. Send him to LA.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take LeBron because that's how sad it would be in my life. I asked for him for so many years that we would trade away the only talent we had
For a 90-year-old LeBron.
Yeah, for that old ass man that I wanted when he was going. Remember when he was leaving Cleveland? He was making the decision between Miami or the Knicks and he didn't go to the Knicks. That was the year. That was it.
That was the year.
That was the big time. That was the moment I thought we were going to get LeBron. Let's get him now. Let's trade RJ Barrett for LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. Fuck it.
Yo, you see Westbrook opted in. He's getting paid $48 million this year to play for the Lakers.
I would have opted in for $48 million. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely. Kyrie did the same thing.
Absolutely. I think the Kyrie thing is I'll opt in, but I want to be traded, and that's how you save money. I think he's not staying. I think it's all bullshit. Durant's going to be stuck with Ben Simmons, and he'd be better off for it.
I mean, that's a couple tall ball handlers. I mean, how can that be terrible?
It's not. You can build around that. You can build around that.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm saving RJ Barrett this week. As a Knicks fan goes, after this week, I got no clue what just happened. The only player I can think of saving is that young kid who's got talent on the Knicks.
Right. You don't want to waste the next 3 years of RJ Barrett's life.
Now with Brunson, no.
You're just going to go for an all left-handed team.
Let's just send him to the Mavs, and Brunson and Luka and RJ Barrett can take over the world together.
There you go. Yeah. That sounds like it could work.
Yeah, fuck yeah, right? So listen, from one of my favorite segments to my other favorite segment.
Oh yeah.
Common appreciation.
All right, who we got this week?
Man, I love that we have fans. It's not many, but we got a couple.
We're starting setting the bar low.
So from one of our new subscribers this week, Beth, my brother rules.
Oh, my sister commented. That's fantastic.
I thought that was very nice. Well, yeah. I mean, it has to be yours. My brother doesn't watch this fucking thing.
No.
So Colin, if you're out there,
YouTube.
Yeah, fuck you too, man. All right. That's what I'm watching. And commenting that your brother rules. Because apparently Beth's brother rules.
Yeah, there you go.
My brother don't rule, that's for sure. And Joe B to the elephant bat flip.
He liked the elephant bat flip.
Might have been my favorite comment of all time. Thank you,
nice.
Joe, for the elephant bat flip. For even picking up on the elephant bat flip. I thought it was fabulous. So,
I mean, anytime I can fit an elephant bat flip in somewhere, I will. Thanks, Joe B.
I agree. I mean, and Joe fitted in very nicely. Right after one of the worst fucked up segments of the FA show, which is a small history, yet we still had that one. That's funny. You think that'd be like in 20 years ago? You remember that time they talked about the elephant? Yeah, that happened in week 4 or month 3. So,
that poor lady did not need flip like a bat. That's for sure.
For sure. So for all those for those couple little comments and shout outs, thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe and like and comment if you also want to be mentioned on the
absolutely show. Fan appreciation, baby.
Fan appreciation.
We love our fans.
We love our fans. That goes for you, Colin. If you're out there somewhere, you bastard.
Right? Where's the My Brother rules, Colin?
My Brother rules. You put that out there. I'll shoot that out there anytime, you know. So yeah. We got any shout outs? I mean, I have a shout out. Do you have a shout out?
Yeah, we go from fan shout outs to regular shout outs.
Regular old shout outs, man.
Mine involves golf this week. This gentleman up in Michigan, I believe his name is Andrew Ruthkowski.
Ruthkowski, that's a great name. Sounds like a tire shop owner.
Right? And I usually don't call people motherfuckers, but this motherfucker shot a 55 on a par 72 professional course.
Wow, 55. Is that a record?
It's a pro course record. There's been a couple guys that shot 55s on a 71 par course, which would be a negative -16. But this guy's lowest to par ever, minus 17. That's like birdieing every hole except one. That's amazing.
Okay, so this was a Caddyshack moment then. This was a golfer. This wasn't PGA Tour.
The rain was pouring down.
The rain was pouring down. He said, "Fuck it, I'm continuing."
Right.
The ball just lightning. No, I mean,
every ball goes in the cup. It was a magical day for Andrew.
Nice.
You might call him Hurricane Andrew from now on.
Hurricane Andrew, nice. That's great. And 55. So has that ever been done on the PGA? 55 on the PGA, 56 on the PGA?
No, it's the PGA Tour record still what, 58 or 59?
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't look it up.
I
think it's
don't
58
remember.
now.
I don't remember anybody ever shooting a 55 on the PGA Tour.
No. 58 would be the lowest. I'm pretty sure they got 58 because there was a bunch of 59s, and I think someone got 58.
58 to me. I shoot what, 98 on a good day, 97 on a good day. It's 58. That'd be awesome. That's 40 less shots.
So shout out to that guy that went out there with his two stepdaughters, and they got to see Daddy shoot the best golf game in the history of golf.
I got a shout out for you. You're gonna hate it. Good old Tony Gosselin for the old Dodgers there. He's 9-0.
Dodgers guy.
Yeah, he's 9-0. He's sub 1.6 ERA almost halfway through the year.
No kidding.
9-0.
Not even Bob Gibson has done this?
No. Not
Really?
even Bob Gibson has done.
Well, that's impressive.
So even though the one kid got the first complete game shutout against the Dodgers since 2016, good old Tony here, he's running 9-0, 1.6 ERA halfway through the year.
So you don't mind the one blip when you got the pitcher having the best season of any pitcher since 1913.
So I don't mind any blip as long as I have the National League Cy Young Award.
There you go. I guess we'll have to put him on the list for next week when we do the halfway mark stuff.
I think he'll make, I don't know, MVP, that's pushing it. Cy Young, if he keeps this pace up and he ends with 21 victories and 2 losses and he's 1.64 ERA, yep, Cy Young.
Yeah, I mean, MVP is there's no Aaron Judge in the NL right now. There's a few guys out there.
Get an NL MVP, I guess, out of him. Maybe if he goes.
If he keeps this up.
Yeah, if he goes 20-0 and he's got a 1.6 ERA at the end of the year, yeah, you could probably give him MVP. Better give us National League Championship too and World Series, I hope.
Right? Yeah. No.
Pitching twice in every series.
I don't want that.
Sounds like amazing. So shout out to that guy because that's a hell of a start for
nicely done, Tony.
Games in. Yeah, 74 games in. If he can go 10-0 halfway through the season, he's looking good. We got any other shout outs?
Well, instant correction, 59 is the record on the PGA Tour.
59 is the record on the PGA Tour. Okay, cool.
That was done by Justin Thomas.
Justin Thomas.
Amongst other people.
Amongst other people. I was gonna say Justin Thomas. I thought I heard other names.
That was the most recent, and he was the youngest.
Okay, cool. He's sharing that then.
Yeah. We do. We have a few shout outs, little posthumous shout outs, I guess. We've had a couple really famous football players pass away this week. You remember the Goose, Tony Siragusa?
That's to the Goose right there, man.
Hey, man.
I love the Goose, man.
You know, he was undrafted.
Yeah, I heard he was undrafted. That's crazy,
undrafted.
Right?
Yeah,
undrafted, went to the Colts, played for the Colts for a while, off to the Ravens, won Super Bowl 2000 with Ray.
Right, with probably the best defense, top 3 or 4 defenses of all time.
Yeah, maybe the Bears, the Ravens. Yeah.
Right. I'd like to throw the Deion Sanders Niners out there.
Deion Sanders Niners was really a good defense.
Pretty good.
Steel curtain with Terry Bradshaw didn't win those Super Bowls.
No, that was all defense.
In the running game won those Super Bowls, and Terry had some good receivers he threw to, which he did. He had Lynn Swan, and you definitely can put the steel curtain in there. But yeah, other than that, you're talking about the pretty much those 4 defenses.
I mean, that was the Ravens. They had the 3 layers. They had Siragusa jamming the run. They had Ray Lewis killing everybody, and Ed Reed swooping in and taking the ball whenever you messed up. So that was impressive squad.
I thought the Rams this year on defense were close.
They were close. They needed one linebacker to get to that team.
Yeah, didn't they? Did they do that this year? No.
I think they added more pass rushing, didn't they?
More pass rushing, right?
Well, that was the Chargers. They got most of the good players. But the Rams still have Donald and Jalen.
Yeah, I thought
They'll be fine.
they'll be fine. I think they got the best defensive player in defensive history. So, I mean, Aaron Donald's Superman. So, sad for Tony. I'm gonna
Sad
miss
for Tony.
55, man. You and I are a stone's throw away. You and I are in much better shape.
Little baby jump shot away from that
That's a
age.
baby jump shot, but yeah, we're in better shape than Tony. Tony didn't look like a very healthy man. So I mean,
I think we eat better than Tony, yeah.
maybe he better carrying a little less on the heart. You know what I mean? So
Right. One guy who apparently knew how to carry his heart and the ball, 93-year-old Hugh McElhaney, passed away.
son of a bitch. Are you putting the King of the Niners into my show?
Yeah, it did. They called him what they call him, Hurrying Hugh. And
Yeah, man. Yeah.
the all-decade team is their
All-decade team.
halfback.
Hey, you know what? That's a sick team to be a. You're a part of the all-decade team.
Yeah,
Good for you, bro.
he was a man. 5-time All-Pro, 6-time All-Star.
Three-time Super Bowl champion. No.
Niners Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. There you go. That's what you want to hear. Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to that dude too. Hey, shout out to that dude.
Making it to 93 years old is more impressive than the All-Pro stuff, but
I'll take shit after hearing about Tony Saragusa. I'll take 63 right now. Shit, that's fucking 93. Good for that.
That one guy, Caleb Swanigan from Purdue, died at 25 this week.
Right.
That's where it starts getting scary.
The kid
It's
from
like,
the
oh,
other kid from-
professional athlete died at 25. Oh,
Is that the other kid from the Ravens?
no, he's a basketball guy.
Who was the other kid from the Ravens that died? He was like 25.
He was, 26, and I didn't recall his name. I don't think he made a huge impact on the field, but still freaking scary.
26 years old, man. Fuck.
So,
sad. That's sad.
So, yeah. Well, we'll end the show on a sad note, I guess.
Yes. I hate that on a sad note. I really do. But since we started up with old fucking LeBron for the fucked up thing in the beginning. I guess we're gonna end it on a sad note. But
I
hey,
mean,
I
guess we could say no one got attacked by alligators this week.
There's no one getting attacked by alligators. Here's to Tony Saragusa. Here's to the first ever coast to coast FB and Goob show.
West Coast, East Coast.
East Coast, yeah.
I don't know how to do the gang signs, but
Yeah, no, neither do I. I'm not even trying.
I'm not even gonna try.
I'm gonna do the only sign I know. Peace.
Peace. All right, man.
Later.
Brilliant.